As a business, you have a lot on your plate. Landing page optimization, content generation, and social media, the list goes on for miles. So, when it comes time to write about your products or services, what do? Do you reach out to a copywriter? Sometimes it might seem like a last-ditch effort to boost conversion rates through the roof. But the fact is that good copywriting can make all the difference in how your website functions and performs. In this video, we're going to lay out why every company needs website copywriting services, along with some insight into how they can be used across an entire domain of web properties. From blogs to landing pages, there are opportunities everywhere for well-written content. Is copywriting a last-ditch effort on your website? For some companies, you don't need to look much further than your homepage. There are tons of businesses that have websites that are still stuck in the 1990s, with long-form sales pages tacked onto their homepages. This is a tactic that simply doesn't work anymore, and not just because the web has evolved. It's now considered bad practice for search engine optimization or SEO purposes, as well as bad writing. Your homepage should be designed for conversions. Every second spent reading or scrolling through content on your site is a second that potential customers could be sending out an inquiry about pricing, working with you directly to place an order, or making an impulse purchase off of another product displayed below it. Every business site should be designed for quick entry and exit points, not a 30-minute read. What could website copywriting do for you? Writing is an art, there's no denying that. Good copywriters will put themselves into the minds of your customers and write as if they were those prospects themselves. That means organizing information in a way such that it answers FAQs, educates on the product, and provides reasons for purchase all at once without sounding like a salesperson. When you have good content under your belt, it makes going viral so much easier. And going viral is far more likely to translate to a sale than a message pushed out through social media or email marketing alone. Nobody wants to read sales pitches from companies they don't trust yet, but if they're intrigued by great writing and interesting stories, then your brand might just be worth checking out further down the line. Copywriters for every industry and niche. There are copywriters for virtually everything. There are writers who focus on beauty and fashion, real estate agents, lawyers, entrepreneurs, restaurants, bloggers, you name it. It's all about finding the right person for your needs. As mentioned earlier, creating compelling content is what separates good businesses from bad ones. If you can't write well or have a strong grasp of search engine optimization, then either hire someone or find another industry to work in. Typically, the best deals are found on more of a case-by-case basis, where you work with one writer to help them hone their content for your domain. This ensures that they know the look and feel you're going for, as well as how to write in line with your brand standards. SEO copywriting that ranks in Google. Besides being easy on the eyes and helpful, writing also needs to be extremely easy for search engines to identify. Without ranking high in search results, whether it's Google or Bing, there won't be any customers coming through the door. Creating well-written SEO copy takes some research on your part, but once you have all of those keywords down, writing becomes so much easier than if you were to try and rank for something you don't know anything about. All kinds of content formats. No matter what industry you're in, there are copywriters out there who value content in the same medium, whether that's written word, video scripts, or graphic design. Text is great for blog posts and other web content, while videos can be used across social media profiles or on your own site. Infographics can also go viral if they're creative enough, but they require an illustrator instead of a copywriter. It all depends on what kind of content resonates with your audience the most. There's no golden rule, so it's up to you to do some digging around on Google Trends or similar sites to see what's going to garner the best result. Copy that converts. Whether you're selling a product or offering a service, it needs to be well promoted in order for a business to be booming. If you have video tutorials, then there should also be a copy available when people are looking for information but can't view them at that moment. If your customers aren't converting on their first visit, there needs to be a way in which they can contact you, and this should either come in the form of a customer support copy or an inquiry submission page where sales reps get back to them ASAP with pricing information or availability. Creating solid content is one thing, but without anything pushing new visitors along to becoming paying clients, it's next to useless. Get comprehensive keyword research for your site. In an ideal world, you'd be able to create great content from day one, but chances are that a lot of different keywords will need to be considered first. For example, if you're a plumber in Florida, then you'll want to rank high on searches like Kelowna Plumbers, 24-Hour Plumbers Florida, and others, including any relevant names or phrases specific to your area. You can't just write about anything. Unless the topic is so broad, it doesn't matter what you talk about. But more often than not, people have very specific needs or questions they want to be answered before they consider doing business with someone, so it's up to you to ensure that you're covering them all. ArcLight content is the future of copywriting. Great copywriting takes a lot of time and effort, but it doesn't mean you have to do all of the hard work yourself. Humans are limited in aspects like creativity and productivity. Burnout can quickly become an issue, which is why AI-powered content creation is becoming the industry standard. An article, for example, requires a ton of research and can take hours upon hours to complete. ArcLight uses top-of-the-line AI software to drastically reduce this time from start to finish. In terms of quality, there's no comparison between human copywriters and machines. Even if you're a great writer yourself with a knack for creativity, having an AI option to speed up the process can only bring more good to your craft. This just means that now is the best time to hire an AI-powered copywriter than ever before. Instead of worrying about keywords and SEO practices, or even having to be present for a customer if they have questions, ArcLight content does it all for you at a price point that won't break the bank. Don't wait around, contact us today. Call ArcLight Content now at 917-522-8094 to see how we can take your website copywriting to the next level.